Hey guys, happy Monday. A few Monday Masters ago, I posted a French tutorial on how to use an angular brush to create the perfect French every time. In the comments of that video, we got a couple people asking if we could do aura nails next. An aura nail being kind of like a central gradient nail, which led me to what we're going to be talking about today, and that's Hazy Gel. Hazy Gel is Kokoist's answer to blooming gel. So Hazy Gel is a product that you would apply over top of whatever color you choose. It can be your builder bases that are tinted. It can be your cured gel colors. You apply this, you don't cure it, and then you put gel color into that uncured layer of the Hazy Gel to have it bloom into kind of this really cool blendy aura effect. It also comes in clear and in white, which is super fun. Hazy gel is what I usually reach for when I am making an aura nail because I can use 100% gel products. One of the very common techniques we see in the industry right now is utilizing pigments to create aura nails, which is not a problem. It's not a bad technique. But pigments are very much like chrome in that it is very, very hard to seal them properly without having them chip because they are a powder finish. And gel doesn't like powder. So I'm going to show you today how to use this hazy gel to create a beautiful aura nail out of 100% gel. And the one tip, the main tip that I really want you to take away from this conversation today is that you should consider the viscosity of the gel color that you are blooming into this hazy gel. The Kokoist Potted Excel Gel Color line. This is our kind of signature line. This is where most of our colors are in the collection. These are higher viscosity gels. So because of that viscosity, if you were to take these thicker potted gel colors and place them into the hazy gel, they will bloom, they will move a little bit, but they will not move as fast as something with a looser viscosity. Something like the Nail Thoughts gel colors. These babies are packed with pigment and they are a little bit looser in viscosity, a little bit thinner than the potted gel colors. So the way that these bloom into the hazy gel is just perfect. Let's play around with it a little bit and I'll show you what I mean. So this is our hazy gel. It's this cute little 7 milliliter bottle, super adorable on the shelf as well. And it's just a nice low viscosity, clear gel. The low viscosity is really, really helpful when it comes to this product because it just means you're not going to add a lot of bulk to the nail when you are adding your layers of design. This product also comes in white. If you want to do a nail that is white with the hazy gel design over it, this is great because it really saves you a step. You do not have to paint the nail white with a white gel color before going in with your hazy gel, which will again reduce bulk. So we're going to start with that aura nail first, like I was talking about. This color here is NT53. This is Earl Grey, a really, really beautiful kind of brownish gray color. I'm really feeling these fall tones. I'm very much ready for that time. So we're going to be using a lot of fall tones today. We're going to go in with our hazy gel and just do a nice even layer all over our cured layer of this color, our Earl Grey. Now on my palette over here in the background, I have all my colors laid out that we're going to play with today. To bloom into the Earl Grey color right now, I'm going to use Parisian Bakery. So I'm going to take my large dotting tool, the biggest one I have, get it nice and loaded up with that Parisian Bakery. We are going to aim and just drop a dot right in the center of the nail very, very lightly, and just wait. Patience is the name of the game here. The longer you wait, the more this product is going to be able to kind of bloom out and give you more of an aura effect. You can kind of just eyeball it and watch it. And then when you're happy with the effect, you can either flash cure with a handheld curing unit, or you can just have your client put their hand inside the lamp and it will stop that blooming effect. This is really great because if you want to do multiple different sizes, or if you want very small little auras, maybe to go behind some 4-point stars or something, that's one of my favorite things to do with this. Or if you want to just wait it out and give it a really nice large kind of bloomed aura effect, you can just kind of hang out. You could move ahead and apply your hazy gel to some other nails and wait for those to bloom. And then, as the nails become that right amount of haziness that you're looking for, you can go ahead and flash cure them one at a time. So I'm just about happy with that aura effect. One thing I will do is just take a liner brush and run it just along the edges just to make sure that if any of my hazy gel has kind of settled and created any thickness around the tip, I will kind of pull that off. And then we'll go ahead and put this in the light. This next color I'm going to play with is another one of my favorite kind of browns. This is Coffee Run NT54. It's very, very popular brown. I'm going to go in and apply my hazy gel. And remember, we're not curing this after we're done applying the hazy gel. We are leaving this completely wet, completely uncured. I want to do more of like an abstract, multiple shape finish vibe here. So I'm going to play with two different colors. We're going to play with Dusk, which is a kind of grayish lavender, and we're going to play with Parisian Bakery again. I'm going to start with my Parisian Bakery, and I'm just going to do a bunch of dots kind of all over the place, and just give it a second to spread. Now I'm going to take a smaller dotting tool with that dusk color, and I'm going to go in right on the inside of where I applied that Parisian Bakery and give it a little color highlight. And you can see after waiting a while, it blooms in. The colors don't really connect very much, which is fun. It gives you a little bit of difference in texture, but it just makes for a really fun abstract, almost tie-dye-ish effect. And it's a really fun way to get a lot of color into a design without having to use too much time or add too many layers that will, again, add bulk to your nail. Again, just running down the free edge with my liner brush to make sure it's nice and clean. Let's do a snakeskin print on this one. This is NT52 After Hours, and I'm going to go in with Dusk over top of it, applying my Hazy gel. And with that dusk color on my large dotting tool, I'm going to start by going straight down the center. And I'd like to touch really lightly when I'm working with the Hazy gel, because sometimes if you touch a little too hard, you can create bubbles or you can create kind of issues in the color where it looks a little bit sketchy. So I'm going to go down the center and then I'm going to hit the sides over here, kind of in between those first dots I created. Coming down this side. And then once you let it do its thing, it creates a really, really fun, quick snakeskin print. Let's switch up our tools for this one. I'm going to be using my pointed brush. And we're going to create kind of a swirly pattern on this one. Apply our Hazy gel. I'm going to do something kind of sneaky here. I'm going to take some of my coffee run color, and on the same brush, some of that After Hours color. And we don't want to mix them. We want to see the two colors on the brush. And then into our uncured layer of Hazy gel, we are going to swirl and swoosh all the way down the nail. And you can kind of get in there and move it around. And again, pulling any excess bulk of gel away from the free edge. Creates this really cool tonal swirly, almost like milky coffee effect. Now the one thing with this effect is that it does create a little bit of texture, so we want to make sure we are smoothing that out with our top coat. So with my ultra glossy top coat, I'm applying a nice thin layer, and then I'll run a nice bead right down the center of the nail. A little bit of back and forth just to cover the width of the nail. And then allow that top coat to settle, and it will smooth out the design for you. So there you go. If you do not have this little bottle in your collection, honestly, it opens up a lot of roads in terms of design that are really, really fun to play with and really don't take too much effort either, which is always beneficial. If you have Hazy Gel in your collection, we would love to see your creations. Please do not forget to tag us. We always love seeing your artwork. As always, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, we have our cute little comment section right down below. You can drop your questions in there. We'll do our very best to get back to you as quickly as possible. I hope you enjoyed. Please stay busy, stay inspired, and come back right here in another 7 days for another episode of Kokoist Monday Masters. Take care.